Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Now, when you look on social media at fans' reaction to Dillian Whyte's top 10 list, it's actually a little cringeworthy at times. And to be honest with you, it goes to show my claim. I even said this to Dillian, and some of you guys will remember that I said that we boxing fans, we are the best, most passionate fans in the world, but we're also the worst. Fact being, because our opinion individually is all that matters, and our opinion is correct no matter what anybody else says, okay? And a lot of us believe that our opinion is fact as well. We get confused with opinion and fact. Now, Dillian Whyte's top 10 list is based on actual achievement, not based on who he genuinely believes is the best. Here's his list. Number 1, Ruiz. 2, Wilder. 3, Joshua. 4, himself. 5, Fury. 6, Parker. 7, Ortiz. 8, Rivas. 9, Povetkin. 10, Kaunaki. So again, already, even at this point of 1 minute of me talking, there's already going to be comments in the comment section of, well, no, Tyson Fury, he's the best. He's number 1. Already, you can pretty much guarantee it. People are either thinking it or they've already wrote it and now they've just quickly deleted it. Okay, because you're basing it on your opinion, first of all, and second of all, you're basing it on fanboyism and who you actually believe is the best. Dillian Whyte's list is not based on who he believes is the best. Do you really believe that he thinks that Andy Ruiz, Joshua and Wilder beat him? That he can't beat those 3? No, of course not. If it was based on who he believes is the best, he'd put himself at number 1, wouldn't he? He believes that he can beat every single heavyweight out there. So that's a big hint for you right there, that this list is not based on who he believes is genuinely the best. He's done this list and he's been brutally honest as well with it, where he's done it on recent achievement. Andy Ruiz factually beat Anthony Joshua. Whether we believe that something happened with Joshua before the fight or it was a lucky punch on the temple that set the motion of what happened, maybe he was got hurt in sparring or whatever it may be, the reality is Andy Ruiz hit the canvas himself. He got up and he dropped Anthony Joshua 4 times in the fight. Regardless of anything else, that's the fact of it. And the record shows that Anthony Joshua got stopped in round number 7. So it goes down as a knockout loss. That's the reality of it. Whether we like to admit that or not. And we don't like to admit it. Whether we believe Joshua will beat him in the rematch. Fact is, the rematch hasn't happened yet. And until that happens, again, Dillian Whyte has been very, very honest. Anthony Joshua was the man. Fact. Because he has an outstanding resume. He's beaten the best heavyweights around. Just look at the rankings. Look how many of those guys Joshua's beaten. It's frightening considering he's only had 23 fights. But fact is, he did lose the last one. So Ruiz has to go above him. He's put Wilder at number 2. Because fact is, he is WBC champion. Fact is, he hasn't lost yet. Regardless of the fact that most of us believe that Tyson Fury beat Wilder. But the fact is, on record, he's got a draw. So, again, do you really believe that Dillian Whyte doesn't believe that he can't beat Wilder and he can't beat Ruiz? Again, as I said before, there's a big hint for you right there that he's based this on actual achievement. He's put himself behind Joshua because factually, Joshua beat Dillian Whyte. I don't like saying that. I'm a massive Dillian Whyte fan. You guys know that. But factually, he did beat and knock out Dillian Whyte. So he can't put himself above Anthony Joshua until he fights Joshua again and beats Joshua. Or he fights Andy Ruiz and beats the man who beat Joshua. Then he can put himself above Joshua. Tyson Fury, number 5. Again, the reality of it is, well, outside of the fact that we all believe that he did beat Wilder, for sure. Maybe Tyson Fury is actually the best heavyweight in the world. We don't know. We don't know that. Maybe Tyson Fury right now is still not the Tyson Fury that went to Dusseldorf 4 years ago, coming up 4 years ago now, remember. It's a long time ago, that beat Vladimir Klitschko. We don't know if that Tyson Fury is even back yet. We don't know, based on the opposition that he's fought. Because factually, he had a draw with Wilder. Factually, he has a win over Fury, Francisco Pianeta, and Tom Schwartz. Those three, Fury, Pianeta, Tom Schwartz. Do you really believe that even Dave Allen couldn't beat those three? Or David Price or Derek Chisora couldn't beat those three? Of course you would. You'd pick all those guys to beat those three. Of course you would. So factually, Tyson Fury hasn't done anything, really. He hasn't got any kind of credible win since Vladimir Klitschko nearly 4 years ago. That's the fact of it. And everything else is opinion, whether you believe he's the best or whether you don't. But it's boy, I'm going to he's the best. He did beat Wilder. I know that. I know he beat Wilder. But the reality is he got a draw. And that's the unfortunate reality of it. Now, when you look at the other ones, if you're to really scrutinise this list, you probably have to say, well, Luis Ortiz should be below Povetkin, because Povetkin has an outstanding resume of work. So again, I could probably critique Dillian Whyte's list from that point of view, because Luis Ortiz hasn't done anything. His biggest win is Brian Jennings. Dillian Whyte's next opponent, Oscar Rivas, has also beaten Brian Jennings. Adam Kalinacki, he's beaten Spilka. Again, Brian Jennings beat Spilka. So again, could you really argue that Kalinacki should be number 10? Maybe you should put Pulev in there or something. Maybe. Maybe Usyk, but again, Usyk hasn't fought heavyweight yet. And that's the reality of it. So Dillian Whyte's list is based on reality, not on fantasy and opinion. And that's all it is. Because when you look at it, Dillian Whyte has a better recent resume than Tyson Fury. He does. Is Pianeta, Fury and Tom Schwartz better than a Joseph Parker or Derek Chisora? And again, yes, you could say, well, Tyson Fury, he beat Derek Chisora when Derek Chisora was undefeated. And he beat him twice. Yeah, it's true. The second time he beat him was 5 years ago. That was a long, long time ago. Again, we don't know how good Tyson Fury is. You cannot base it on the fact that he beat Tom Schwartz recently. You can't base it on that. You can't really, in some ways, you can't base it on the fact that he went to America and, yes, we believe that he beat Deontay Wilder. Because, again, we all know anybody who can box can beat Wilder. If Wilder don't land a big punch, you beat him. In fact, all 10 of these heavyweights on that list, if Wilder cannot land the big right hand, then he loses to each and every one of them. That's the reality of it, because he can't outbox any of them. But he can sure as hell knock them all out. So Dillian Whyte's list is actually brutally honest. Brutally honest. Because he's put himself at number 4. And you can't argue with it. You can't argue with it at all. Dillian Whyte's body of work is outstanding. Again, some people say, yeah, but Joseph Parker nearly had him out of there. 30 more seconds and Joseph Parker would have won that fight. Maybe, but a 12-round fight is a 12-round fight. It's not a 12-round plus an extra 30 seconds. You know, a 12-round fight is a 12-round fight. 36 minutes, not 36 and a half minutes. Again, that's the reality of it. But again, also the reality of it is that Dillian Whyte went into that fight with a broken rib and damaged hand. And he still managed to beat Parker. And Parker, in my opinion, is outstanding. I've said this for the last couple of years now. I believe Parker beats Wilder. Fact is, because I don't think Joseph Parker can be knocked out. Not even by Wilder. And as I said before, Wilder cannot beat Parker or anybody on that top 10 on points. So Parker beats him. Again, opinion, until we see the fight, how do I really know that? We don't know that. Again, it's all opinion. I know Wilder fans like talking about, well, Deontay Wilder, he knocks out Anthony Joshua. Fact. Again, it's not a fact, it's an opinion. It's an opinion, isn't it? Until we see the fight, all of it's an opinion. I could say Dillian Whyte should be number 1 and Dillian Whyte beats everybody. Until he fights everybody, how do I know? Dillian Whyte could fight all 9 of those guys. Would he beat all of them? Maybe. Would he take a couple of losses to some of those guys? Maybe. But until we see the fight, it's all opinion. Again, Tyson Fury being number 1. In your opinion, he's number 1. In reality is, if you put Tyson Fury in with Joshua, in with Dillian Whyte, a rematch with Wilder. Is he guaranteed to win all 3 of those? No, of course not. Much like Joseph Parker has a victory over Andy Ruiz Jr. So again, that in itself, you see, Parker beat Ruiz, Joshua beat Parker, Ruiz beat Joshua. There's that vicious triangle, isn't there? And Dillian Whyte beat Parker, who beat Ruiz. So again, just because Parker lost to Dillian Whyte doesn't mean that Dillian Whyte is guaranteed to beat Ruiz. It's not a guarantee, is it? It just isn't. Until we see the fight, how do we know? Again, it's all opinion. So Dillian Whyte's list is actually pretty damn good when you look at it in reality. Because until Tyson Fury beats somebody on that top 10, as in doesn't get a draw, then again, it's all opinion. So this list is not based on who Dillian Whyte believes is actually the best, because if it was, as I said before, big hint for you, he'd put himself at number 1. And there's a very good chance he'd put Anthony Joshua at number 2 and Tyson Fury at number 3, in my opinion. Anyway, you drop your thoughts below about it. Click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all on the next one.